the start of the new school year, we'd like to remind all drivers and walkers to keep their heads up and phones down and aware of their surroundings.
Come on. Thank you.
The school year typically brings a little bit more foot traffic of the students coming and going through the school and additional vehicular traffic of parents dropping off their children at the schools.
The Fort Lee Police Department is relaunching its Heads Up, Phones Down campaign, which is a statewide pedestrian safety program to remind each and every one of us of the role we play in making our streets safer.
Our goal every year is to reduce the amount of struck pedestrians. Obviously, we want it to be zero. And unfortunately, it's not zero. We do a lot in town for education. We just have to do a little more.
To combat this issue and make our streets safer for both pedestrians and drivers, the Fort Lee Police Department uses grant money from the Division of Highway Traffic Safety to set up pedestrian decoys in busy intersections.
Every year, the Fort Lee Police Department applies for a federal grant for pedestrian safety, and through that grant we're able to put out numerous officers. It's usually a 5-officer decoy program.
We have a plainclothes officer crossing the crosswalk, and any vehicles who do not stop for that officer get stopped by a police officer and are then the subject of a motor vehicle stop.
If a driver is far enough away from the crosswalk that they're able to stop, they must stop according to the New Jersey law. It carries points on your license and it's a hefty fine.
This crosswalk was just recently installed by the New Jersey Department of Transportation at Central Boulevard and Abbott Boulevard. Part of the detail is also to not only stop motor vehicles for not stopping for the pedestrian in the crosswalk, it's also education for pedestrians. Sometimes they too do not abide by the pedestrian crosswalk law.
Try to tell the pedestrians it's not a freeway for them to walk. They still have to make sure it's clear, so they should be looking left, looking right, and then looking left again prior to them crossing out into the crosswalk. There'll be signs all over town alerting people to pay attention to the roadway.
I like to tell people, make sure you make eye contact with that driver before you step into the roadway. We all need to work together so that we keep Fort Lee safe.
We have very congested roads here, especially with our walkers. We're just concerned about everyone's safety. So remember, Fort Lee, keep your heads up and phones down.